Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. You know, it's important to be in the know.
I'm usually not.
You know who is?
Who?
Kaylee Custer. She's catching us up on what's trending, Kaylee.
That's right, guys. So today there's a lot going on. We've got...
Your mic is not on, Kaylee. Here, I'll come help you.
Okay,
Here,
thank you.
there we go.
It was on last time I checked.
Got it. They got it.
Okay, you got it. You got it.
So we've got Taylor Swift, who's in a big feud again with the guy that owned her music.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
So that's a big thing. Just check it out. I didn't want to drag.
This magical rescue puppy is proving that two tails are better than one. The 10-week-old puppy, named Narwhal, is the talk of the town due to a tail-like appendage growing from his forehead. This adorable puppy does not realize he is different and spends his days playing and living life like a normal, happy, and healthy puppy. Max Mission, the rescue group looking after Narwhal, says the tail does not move and they're monitoring him to see if it grows more. The rescue group has already received requests from people hoping to give the puppy a forever home.
Good for you.
Good for you.
The crew that lives in a pineapple under the sea could be getting another show. Nickelodeon and Netflix are teaming up to amp up the streaming wars. The companies have signed a multi-year deal to create new animated movies and television shows based on classic Nickelodeon characters. While most of the details are under wraps, the New York Times is reporting a SpongeBob SquarePants spin-off is involved. The music-based project will focus on the show's iconic grumpy octopus, Squidward. The announcement comes just one day after the launch of Disney's highly anticipated streaming service.
I'm warning you. If you don't put my house back where it belongs by the count of 3. 3.
The ongoing fight between Taylor Swift and talent manager Scooter Braun is stirring up some serious bad blood. Swift says she planned to perform a medley of songs at the American Music Awards later this month, but Braun won't let her. The performance was in celebration of her winning the prestigious Artist of the Decade award. Swift also claims the label, who own all of her music except her most recent Lover album, refused to let her use older songs in an upcoming Netflix biopic about herself. Swift claims she tried unsuccessfully to obtain the master recordings of her songs, but for now, hits like Blank Space and You Belong With Me are still owned by the label.
So a huge deal, Taylor Swift, obviously she's reaching out to her fans because whenever her fans, she's got a lot of fans.
Yeah,
and whenever her fans go after something, they go after it hard. So she's hoping that her fans bring this to Scooter's attention so that Scooter will be like, okay, you can perform those songs.
I still am confused on how the whole thing happened.
How it happens.
Because she is a bajillionaire, has lots of money.
Yeah.
Why didn't she buy her catalog? And how did somebody else get to buy it before she could?
Right.
I think it was the previous person who owned it was kind of like a family friend, and he just kind of sold it under them.
Oh.
Like he didn't even tell them that he was going to sell it.
Why would you sell that?
Because she said it before that she would have bought her music.
I heard her say that, yeah.
But it was kind of shady.
It's also fascinating how you don't own your own music.
Well, that happened to Michael Jackson and the whole thing. I don't understand that so much either, but maybe, I mean, there's a lot we don't know about the music business.
You would think if you were good, I mean, again, I don't know a lot of people in the music industry, but you would think you need to make it somehow. So you do whatever you take to make it.
Right.
But I would think there'd be some way to be like, I want to own my stuff, though. But you need other people's money to help you get started,
and
though.
that's the thing.
And I feel like since you're singing it and you're bringing it to the public, I feel like you should have some sort of rights to that.
Well, you should, because when you go on concert, people are going to want to hear these songs.
Yeah.
And if you can't perform it, that's
well, there's a difference between performing live and on television.
Right.
You can sing anything you want in a live venue.
Okay, so she can do that.
But if it's televised or any kind of profitability involved, then you have to have the rights to it. For example, we put courtesies on our thing for photos and music because we're on television and we have commercials during the show.
You sell tickets to concerts and you make a lot of money.
But it's not televised. You make your money on the merch too.
Yeah.
So I do know that, like singing live, that's why a lot of artists do a lot of cover songs in concerts
instead of
because they can sing whatever they want in concerts.
Yeah.
But it does, I mean, again, you know me, I'm not a huge Swiftie fan.
Yeah.
I mean, she's fine, whatever, but I do feel in this scenario, you know, she should own her music.
I agree.
Everybody, I think if you're an artist...
You think a lot of pressure from her fans is going to make that guy change his mind?
Oh, I think so.
You do?
You think so?
She has very vocal fans.
But
she's kind of like
what does he
Justin
care?
Bieber.
it's the power of the purse.
What does he care?
Yeah. Scooter Braun, what does he care, though? He's making the money off of it.
The American Music Awards are the 24th, so we'll see what happens.
All right.
But couldn't she just perform some songs from the new album?
Yeah, but having that title of Artist of the Decade.
Right.
Right. And you kind of want to do songs from the decades then.
Okay, I got to talk to you guys about the little puppy. He's really cute.
Oh, yeah.
He's really cute. And there's a lot of people, he's unique. A lot of people want him because
Different.
he's unique. But I hope that little tail doesn't grow more. That would be, if it did, honestly, I think maybe it should be removed because it could get in his face and that sort of thing. But I know they're monitoring that. But that's interesting. We don't see that every day.
He can't, like, move it.
Right.
So it's not necessarily a tail that he can wag.
Well, I like that you put in the story that the vets are monitoring it because you do have to monitor that. And if it is something that could hinder him in his life, you'd want to have it removed, even though he's adorable.
Right.
People are calling him a unicorn.
Yeah, he's not a unicorn. He's a little puppy.
He's a little narwhal.
And he's
narwhal.
And he's an adorable puppy, but all puppies are adorable. And there are lots of other puppies that need homes. So if you're thinking about adopting that one, guess what? Lots of puppies need homes.
Yep.
And they're just as cute.
And older dogs, too.
And older
dogs,
dogs.
too.
Oh,
I've definitely-
good point, Kaylee.
Yes.
And Kaylee's favorite, cats. Cats need homes, too. There's a lot of cats in our area that need homes.
Thank you, Kaylee. We're all caught up on what's trending. We appreciate you.
Coming up, it's our morning sports report. Don't go anywhere. We're going to keep talking during the commercial because you had some good trending stuff.
Yeah, you did.
We'll be back.
You did.
Seriously, listen.